All right,
let's get going.
Hi there, everyone. My name's Connor Fairbrass. I'm a sales consultant here at Kitchener Ford.
My name is Joe Renato. I am a sales concierge at Kitchener Ford. And today we're taking out the 2019 Mustang Bullitt out for a review.
Yeah.
All right,
so without further ado,
let's start her up.
Whew. There's that 5-liter V8. Now this guy, so it's got the GT350 intake manifold on it as well. So sounds a little bit better, and she's got the active exhaust on it too.
Oh, it sounds so good.
I know.
All right, let's go.
Oh my goodness. So 5-liter V8. Now this one's got a little bit more power than your traditional, or your regular GT, I should say. So this guy has at least 475 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. They might be saying, well, at least? What do you mean at least? Well, how Ford's given us the info on them is that it's at least 475 horse, but people are getting about 480 horsepower out of them. Now, of course, that depends on things like your altitude, air intake, things like that. This guy's got a really big air intake on it, so it breathes good and lets the exhaust out of it really, really well too. So we're just heading ourselves over to McClellan Park, where we're going to do some more pictures and get some beauty shots of this guy. And you'll be able to see those on our website at kitchenerford.com. It's going to be all our beauty shots. Now this guy, once we see outside, it's got the dark Highland green color. So this one you can get the Highland green, or you can get the black.
Or and the true blue. There's actually a true blue.
So there's a one of one in Kona blue. Yeah. Now that one's being auctioned off at charity.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, that one's actually the rarest of the colors. Yeah. I've actually never seen one. I've actually never seen a black one either.
No, I haven't seen a black one either. This one, when you take pictures, to be honest, if you don't have like a DSLR camera, it kind of comes up looking like it's black because it's such a dark green.
It's got a really nice color.
Yeah.
Like it's got a nice color because when different like areas and like light, you can see black.
Yeah,
right? Which is cool.
Yeah.
But actually, a little bit of history about the car. Right?
There's tons of history,
right? 68 Bullitt, right?
Yeah. So Warner Bros. Everyone knows the Bullitt movie with the King of Cool, Mr. Steve McQueen. So back in '68, there was two Mustang Bullitts that they used, both in dark Highland green. Now that's a specific color that's was only on that original one, and then there was also 2001 and 2008 model Bullitts too. This is the third generation kind of the Bullitt nameplate, if you will. But basically, so back then there was two Mustangs 1968 fastbacks that they used. One was 558. Now that's the last three of the VIN. There was a 558 and 559. 558 was actually used mostly in the movie for all the heavy duty stuff, all the jumps and high speed chases, things like that.
Maneuvers and stuff.
Yeah.
559.
So then 559 was kind of the beauty shot one, right? It wasn't beat up. There wasn't anything wrong with it or anything like that.
Well,
right?
That's the one Steve McQueen actually only drove, right? He didn't drive 558.
Yeah.
Right? The 559 was actually the only one that Steve McQueen actually drove.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what happened with 558, I believe, right, is it was actually brought to a salvage yard, right?
Yeah.
And then I believe someone purchased it after that.
Yeah.
But 559 was nowhere to be found for a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
But it was actually bought by one family, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of a cool little story with 559. So Warner Bros., when the movie was all done, the cars, they decided to sell them. So 558 kind of went to its local junkyard because it got beat up pretty good. And then 559 actually got sold to a police officer. He had that for a few years. It traded owners one time, and then it got sold again to its latest owners who've had it since, I think it was 1966 or 1976. And they've had that ever since. I believe his name's Sean. We have to double check on that one. But that's a quick little history about it. I mean,
a little recap, of the Bullitt itself.
One of them,
a lot of people really don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say a lot. A good amount of people know about the Bullitt and you appreciate it a lot more, right? Because they've watched the movie, they know who Steve McQueen was in the movie, right? And the car is not just a car to them, right? It's more of a they get emotionally attached to it a lot more than just any other car.
And you know, it's one of those cars that there's brands like Lamborghini or Ferrari, and heritage is everything, right? Ford's like that too with the Mustang, right? I mean, there's so many followers of Mustangs,
yeah.
right?
You even look at the Ford GT, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but the Mustang too, the brand behind Mustang and the crowd it kind of gets is unbelievable, right? And when the Bullitt, this is the 5th generation, right?
3rd gen.
Well, or 50 years, sorry.
50 years,
so 3rd gen, because one came out in, Bullitt,
the first one,
and then 2001.
Yep, and then 08.
And then 08. So this is 4th gen.
This would technically,
be 4th gen, I guess, but it's been 50 years, really, right? So
exactly.
a lot of people have come into the showroom and they've asked, like, "Oh my gosh, you guys have a Bullitt?" And we say, "Yeah, it's here, right?"
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty rare to actually find one. I mean, not a lot of dealers maybe order them because, I mean, it's just a rare car, right?
Yeah,
limited
well, it's hard to
production.
get too, right? They're very, very limited production.
Yeah.
This one is actually, so all of them, all the cars come with their own kind of plate on the passenger side of the dash, just to kind of say which limited production model it is. This one is actually K0342, right?
And it's just a beautiful car inside.
Oh, yeah.
They do such a good job of the exterior too, right? There's really just Bullitt. And then there's
it's all debadged, right? It's to kind of just be as much like the original one as it was, because that original one was completely bare. There was nothing on it, right? It doesn't even have the Mustang logo on the front grill, right? It's not there.
No, it's really cool. No, for sure. They did a really good job, especially with the interior. You can just tell, you know, the scale of it is just really, you know, increased, and it's just beautiful, right? You have the green stitching, right, to follow the exterior color.
Yeah.
You have the digital display really in the instrument cluster. You have a beautiful center infotainment system. It's just beautiful inside and out. And then, of course, you have the beautiful Bullitt steering wheel, right? It's just so cool.
Exactly.
Well, they do a really good job.
Yeah.
And
the thing with the Bullitt too is, with it being so limited production, Ford actually with this one, it's basically, so if you looked at a GT Premium Pack Mustang, the interior is going to be the exact same on this one, on the Bullitt, and on that. Now, I shouldn't say exact same because, as we mentioned, it's got the exterior and things like that that are going to be a little bit different.
In Bullitt, I guess.
In Bullitt, right? But you've got your Recaro seats, you've got your loaded up options, leather, all that good stuff as well. So we're rolling up to the park here now. So we'll see you in a few seconds when you get to look at those awesome pictures.
Oh, jeez. These Recaros, man. Holy.
I know.
They're sweet.
They hug you like it's. You're not going anywhere when you're sitting in these things.
Oh man. Roars to life.
Gets old. Roars to life.
A little bit of. All right, let's get this going.
So we're just finished up doing some beauty shots of it, as we were talking about before. So now Joe's turn behind the beast, and we're just going to talk about kind of the options that the Bullitt comes with, standard, things like that. Right?
Yeah, just going through the mode selects, you know, when you go to normal, and then I guess sport sport plus, and then track. I mean, the whole digital display changes, and it's got a really nice crackle.
Oh yeah,
it's just really cool. It's you have to experience it to kind of like like.
And I hope our video picks it all up. But it's amazing, like, so it's all through an active valve exhaust. So every different drive mode you go into, like normal, sport, track, there's even drag strip mode, things like that. All those guys, they change the valving on the exhaust, so you get a little bit throatier, a little bit more deep rumble, kind of, there's some crackles and pops too, right? So, but this guy, so with the Bullitt, as we were saying earlier, think of it as it was just a premium pack GT, right? This is going to have your leather, it's going to have your touchscreen, it's going to have your navigation, all of those different things that all come with the premium. You get this as standard, right? You get Magna Ride as well. And it's amazing, this is factory exhaust on it. This has the active valving exhaust on it too. So depending on what mode you're in, you got normal, sport, track, different modes like that. It all changes the valving on the exhaust, right? So you get a little bit more pops, crackles, roars, stuff like that, right? Now,
this thing's got some pep to it.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. 480 horse and 420 torque.
that's just it's so fun though. Like, but you know what though? It's not obnoxiously loud. It's like you know you can drive. The Recaros hug you, but it's not. They're not like they're really nice. Like they're comfortable, right?
They are.
And you just feel like right now I'm just driving. I'm in fifth gear, right? If I'll throw it in, well, there's fourth. There's sixth. Like it's like a normal car. It's just.
And you're at 1,500 RPM. Like it's quiet.